Good Wednesday evening, May 29th, and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. Residents in Leavenworth in the Upper Valley could see reduced service days at their local brush drop-off site. In a newly adopted strategic plan, the Eastmont School District aims to make their students competent, confident, and compassionate. After another chilly start to our day tomorrow, nice weather is on tap by afternoon and into the weekend. Your local forecast is coming up. A Wenatchee woman wanted for fraud since January was arrested on Sunday. 52-year-old Kelly Ray Jackson had been sought on a warrant for allegedly defrauding a family-run Wenatchee business of almost $90,000. Jackson is charged in Chelan County with 6 counts of identity theft, 1 count of first-degree theft, and 2 counts of forgery. Wenatchee police say she acted as the bookkeeper for the construction business in 2021 and used access to its funds to write checks to herself and buy items on credit. Jackson allegedly agreed to an interview with detectives about the case but never showed up and didn't respond to a summons ordering her to appear in court back in February. Jackson has no prior felony history, and Judge Robert Jordan allowed her to go free on her own recognizance on Tuesday. She must appear for arraignment on June 10th. The Washington State Patrol says it's pleased with the results from a DUI emphasis patrol in the Lake Chelan area carried out over Memorial Day weekend. The High Visibility Enforcement Patrol, or HIVE, involved 141 traffic stops over the 3-day project, but only 9 led to charges of impaired driving. Deterring DUIs was part of the focus of that patrol, which was active in and around Chelan and Manson during the high-traffic holiday. Chelan County Sheriff's deputies assisted in the effort. Residents in Leavenworth and the Upper Valley could see reduced service days at their local brush drop-off site. The brush yard on East Leavenworth Road, operated by Chelan County, is currently open to take tree and yard waste every Friday. But Chelan County Public Works Director Eric Pearson says it's only received a handful of customers each week since it opened in mid-April. The site charges $25 per cubic yard of waste and needs to collect 50 yards a week to break even on costs. Pearson told Chelan County commissioners this week if the yard continues to see low use, it will only be opened every other Friday. Yard waste cannot legally be trucked east of Leavenworth because most of western Chelan County lies inside the state's apple maggot quarantine zone. Construction is underway on a $9 million project to upgrade a century-old irrigation system while restoring in-stream flows to Icicle Creek near Leavenworth. The Cascade Orchard Irrigation Company has piped its water from the Icicle since 1907, but now its contractors will install a new pump station at the end of Shore Street to replace the canal and gravity system it now shares with the Leavenworth National Fish Hatchery. Chelan County project partners say it will increase efficiency for irrigation customers in the Icicle Valley, while also adding 11.9 cubic feet of water flow per second to the lower Icicle Creek. Work is expected to go on intermittently until May of 2025. The project is largely paid for with state and federal grants. When we come back, Velocity Swimming, a local swimming club, will host Olympic swimmer Jason Lezak for a 1-day swim clinic in June. And Lighthouse Christian Ministries is providing an on-the-spot resource fair to help local homeless people tomorrow. More on that coming up. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
How do you think like an entrepreneur?
I have had it in mind starting my own business. This is all really good to know right now.
I am currently making a vision board. I am talking about my well-being, my personal finances, and habits that I would like to work on and to improve myself to be a better entrepreneur.
There's no place like home, because home is where we're totally comfortable. It's where we can be ourselves and let our guards down. It's where we make memories. And we're always imagining new ways to keep it totally comfortable. Carrier. Total comfort, totally happy.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Alpine Air. Heat and air, call Alpine Air.
So, how's Evan?
Well, he's all grown up now, but I worry about him.
So many dangers in the world. COVID, the environment, the opioid epidemic.
Yeah, I hear opioid misuse is on the rise.
I don't even know how to start a conversation with him.
This might help. GetTheFactsRx.com. There's a whole section on how to talk about opioids with your family.
Offer support, not judgment. Cool.
Talk to your family about the dangers of opioids. Visit GetTheFactsRx.com.
Headaches, neck or back pain? Been injured in a car accident, a work injury, or fall? Studies show that whiplash causes pain year after year. Your neck is supposed to be curved and acts like a spring to absorb shock. But when it's damaged, it straightens or reverses, and this causes headaches and pain. The solution is our specialized comprehensive combination care. You need our team of professionals who will address every point of your injury with very specific equipment and skill. Stop by Wenatchee or Leavenworth for a free consultation.
Velocity Swimming, a local swimming club, will host Olympic swimmer Jason Lezak for a one-day swim clinic in June. Lezak is an American 8-time Olympic medalist who holds the world record for the fastest relay split. The swim clinic will take place at the newly reopened Wenatchee City Pool on June 29th and feature in-water drills, a motivational speech, and Q&A before concluding with an autograph signing. Children 12 years and under will be taught from 7:30 a.m. to 10 a.m., while ages 13 and over will be taught from 9:30 a.m. to noon. The swim clinic is $75 per person. You can register on Velocity Swimming's website. The Eastmont School District aims to make their students competent, confident, and compassionate. In a newly adopted strategic plan, the district outlines their priorities and commitments to help get their students to meet that vision over the next 5 years. Key strategic priorities include meeting or exceeding grade level standards in ELA and math by first grade and increasing the levels of internships and experiences related to career exploration. Additionally, the district's commitments include retaining high-quality staff and practicing fiscal stewardship, transparency, and effective management of district resources. The Eastmont School Board had their first read of the strategic plan during their May 13th meeting and then approved the plan at a meeting on Tuesday. Lighthouse Christian Ministries is providing an on-the-spot resource fair to help local homeless people tomorrow. Beginning at 8 a.m., 15 local organizations will be at the Lighthouse with tables to offer their services. Executive Director Sean Arrington said other resource fairs typically only have organizations tell folks about the services they offer. This fair is for folks to receive wraparound services all under one roof in the moment. The Lighthouse is located at 410 South Columbia Street in Wenatchee and will run from 8 a.m. to noon. Coming up next, a team of veterinarians will be offering discounted spay and neuter procedures for pets at the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society on June 3rd and 4th. We'll tell you more in tonight's feature story. Overnight low temperatures tonight and tomorrow night could drop down into the 30s in some areas. I'll have all the details coming up in your full local weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
The agents of Kennedy Real Estate Group are committed to providing the ideal client experience. We believe in the power of relationships. Why? Because we don't just work here, we live here. From the nonprofits we serve, the parks where we play, and the local businesses we support, our team understands the value of living in the Wenatchee Valley. Let's begin your real estate story.
The Lake Chelan Rotary Club invites you to experience Cycle Chelan, held each year on the third Saturday in June. Pick your thrill from 3 rides: the Metric Century Challenge, Cycle Divino, or the Lake Loop. All profits from Cycle Chelan are used to support student scholarships and other charitable activities of the Lake Chelan Rotary Club. Cycle Chelan, a route for every rider. Pick your thrill today.
The Lake Chelan Chamber of Commerce presents Wonders of Wooden Avenue.
A walk on Wooden Avenue wouldn't be complete without a stop at the Chelan Chamber of Commerce. There you'll find all the information you need about local businesses, events, and activities across the entire Chelan Valley.
Lake Chelan Sports is the place to find top brands like Hoka, Ons, Patagonia, and now a full line of Warrior products. With excellent customer service, Lake Chelan Sports has what you need.
Wonders of Wooden Avenue, North Central Washington's premier shopping district.
Ruggability. We straight made that word up. How else to describe the otherwise indescribable rugged, capable, incredible versatility and affordability of a Honda SUV? Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com calls Honda the best value brand. EPA says Honda is the most fuel-efficient automaker in America. But we like ruggability, and you'll like the Incredifantabulous deals, so see your Inland Northwest Honda dealer today. Honda can handle it.
A team of veterinarians will be offering discounted spay and neuter procedures for pets at the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society coming up on June 3rd and 4th. In tonight's feature story, NCWLIFE News caught up with veterinarian and clinic coordinator Radha Ganasan to learn more about the event and how local pet owners can sign up.
I have a team that I basically collected along with me. So I'm a veterinarian. I have a highly skilled veterinary technician. Actually, I have two, one that currently lives in Wenatchee and then one on the west side. And then I have, as well as two veterinary assistants who are all highly skilled, have experience managing high volume spay and neuter clinics and in the shelter medicine field. And they basically are traveling with me to coordinate these high volume spay and neuter clinics with other nonprofit organizations such as Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. So we've been able to go ahead and coordinate two previous clinics where we've performed a really high volume of surgeries. And now, because the shelter volume is a little bit lower, we're able to open it up to the public as well. So that's what we are basically doing on June 3rd and 4th coming up, is we are offering 160 surgeries to the public over 2 days. And I really, I think that the public isn't necessarily aware, just because this is something that the Humane Society hasn't been able to offer before. So I'd really love to really drive the public to reach out to us and approach us, even if, you know, the costs are much lower, significantly lower than the average costs of spay and neuter, but I recognize that those still may be out of reach for some people. So really, I just want to encourage as many people as possible to reach out to us.
Would you mind, just for viewer reference, so everyone's aware, just comparing for us the prices that you'll be offering at this event versus typical pricing for these procedures? So
for any cat spay or neuter is $149, and that includes the cost of the surgery, the anesthesia. They are receiving a preoperative exam by me, as well as a microchip and vaccinations. You know, really, I think that at a normal clinic in town, and this is not to say anything against, just really just thinking realistically about the costs to cover a procedure like this and the time it takes, as well as the resources, you're definitely looking at $200+ for a cat, especially for a spay. And then with regards to dogs as well, any size dog is being offered at $199, and that includes the microchip as well as the vaccine. There is a slight price increase for the extra large dogs, and that's really those dogs that are, I believe, over 95 pounds are $249. But for $200, you really won't see that price, especially for those dogs that are larger. Anywhere in this area, nor on the west side, I would say the average cost for a large dog spay is anywhere from, I think the lowest you'd probably be able to get it for is potentially $500. And I think even that is the lower end of the cost for a larger dog spay.
Pet owners that are interested in attending this and getting this procedure done for their pet at this discounted rate, what do they need to do to reserve their spot?
Yeah, so they can go to the Humane Society's website, and I believe that is WenatcheeHumane.org, and they can go ahead and there should be a link there to schedule the spay and neuter, and actually they can do everything through their website. So they're able to reserve that right there. I would encourage them to go ahead and call the Humane Society if they are unable to schedule their spay or neuter, and I believe the extension to the clinic is 3. So if they go ahead and call and dial 3, they can go directly to the clinic, and if they are unable to reach anyone, I would encourage them to leave a voicemail, because I do know the staff are checking those daily to help those who can't be reached. And then the last thing I would do is, if someone does not have access to a computer or internet, go ahead and come to the Humane Society clinic. And typically there is a staff person sitting up front. And if they can't reach anyone in the clinic, I would encourage them to just walk into the Humane Society and ask for a contact, and potentially let the staff know that they don't have access to a computer but are interested in signing up for the spay neuter event.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope your Wednesday was a good one. Boy, lots of sunshine out there, at least in the afternoon hours at times, and at least in the Wenatchee Valley. That's not saying that all of our viewing area had some sun. Had some rain shower activity up at Lake Wenatchee, but lots of blue sky around the Wenatchee Valley as we take a look down at the valley from our Sky-Fi Tower camera up on Wenatchee Heights outside our weather window. And you could feel those cool temperatures this morning. We are going to see that once again tomorrow morning and then again into Friday, especially for you folks in the upper Columbia Basin. I don't think we're going to get into the 30s in the Wenatchee area, but you folks, Moses Lake, Ephrata, up over into Soap Lake, you could see temperatures mid to upper 30s. Most of the cold temperatures will be in eastern Washington, but boy, for this time of year, it's going to get awfully chilly over the next couple of nights. Chilly, high temperature today, 65. That's 10 degrees below where we should be for our normal this time of year of 75. 98, our record, and that was set in 1986. 42 this morning, that was cool, 10 degrees below our normal low of 52, and our record low 40 degrees set in 1976. Sunrise this morning 5:10, and the sun sets tonight just before 9 o'clock at 8:48. Seeing a lot of light right now, aren't we? All right, temperatures as we get you into Thursday, they're going to warm up. 73 for Moses Lake and Ephrata, 72 for Quincy, 70s for Wenatchee, Entiat, and into Chelan. Beautiful day on tap tomorrow. Upper 60s in the higher elevations, Leavenworth and Cashmere, and about 65 the afternoon high temperature tomorrow in Lake Wenatchee. Taking a look at tonight, we expect mostly clear skies. Here's our area of high pressure, and it's dominating our weather picture right now. It'll bring those mostly clear skies tonight. Still might be a touch breezy. Low temperatures around 40 degrees tonight for Wenatchee, but as I mentioned, much cooler than that in some locations. Thursday, mostly sunny skies. Going to be a nice day. Warmer temperatures too. Highs, some people think, right around perfect at 70 degrees for Thursday. On Friday, there's the nose of that ridge, and it's expanding into eastern Washington, mostly sunny and warmer. We're talking highs in the upper 70s as we get into Friday. Probably more mid to upper 70s for us here in the Wenatchee Valley. By Saturday, partly cloudy skies and seasonal, but notice what's moving our way, and that's an area of low pressure. It won't affect us so much Saturday with highs in the mid-70s, but as we get into Sunday, later in the day, this system will break our ridge down a little bit, and you can see that happening right here. Here's the edge of the low, and that'll bring an increase in clouds and about a 30% chance of rain throughout our area. Most of the heavier showers along the west coast. Highs still mild, though, into the low 70s for Sunday. And then for Monday, very windy. Look at all the wind over Washington State. Low pressure and high pressure once again they're close together, and that tightens those pressure gradients. 50% chance of rain on Monday. We'll see highs just a little bit cooler, right around 70 degrees. And then by the end of our forecast on Tuesday, look at all the wind in Montana. We will be protected by a nice ridge of high pressure, partly cloudy on Tuesday, a little bit warmer with highs in the low 70s. And I'll tell you what, folks, not this weekend, but the next weekend, it looks like we could see highs in the 90s as we warm up as summer comes our way. 41 overnight tonight in the Wenatchee area. 70 and mostly sunny on Thursday, 77 for Friday. Going to be a nice couple of days, Thursday and Friday. Partly cloudy and seasonal on Saturday. We'll see a high of 74. And then a little bit wet late in the day Sunday into Monday. A 30% chance of rain Sunday. Goes up to 50% on Monday. A little cooler on Monday too at 69. And then back in the low 70s with partly cloudy skies on Tuesday. That's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
I think we already have the legendary pizza, really, and I hope it just continues.
We have a free pizza slip. We get free pizzas, and if something happened to Abby's, we wouldn't have free pizza anymore. Think about that, huh?
No.
Yeah.
Every day is Taco Tuesday at Abby's. Our Taco Especial is on sale 7 days a week, loaded with beef or chicken, onions, olives, tomatoes, cheddar cheese, and lettuce. It's a pizza that you won't forget. Dine in or order online for takeout or delivery right to your door.
Happy Wednesday. Julio Rodriguez had a bookend of RBI singles. The Mariners came from behind to beat the Astros 4-2 last night at T-Mobile Park. A-Rod got Seattle on the board first with a base knock in the bottom of the first inning. Luis Castillo was able to keep Houston off the board until a mistake in the fourth to Alex Bregman. Mariner bats fell silent until the comeback in the eighth inning for the win.
They're not going to look at him. Why not? The other way. How about Julio? Manny waving on Rojas. Tucker's got a good arm. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time. 1-0 Mariners. Another good first inning for the Mariners. Altuve, 2-2. Cranked. Left center field deep. Wind aided. And oh, he caught it. Luke Raley. Hey now. Wow. It helps being 6'4" with some ups.
This is just an incredible play by Luke Raley in left field. We talked about the wind. It's a different kind of night, and this ball got some extra carry, but Luke Raley is right there, times his leap perfectly, and back into the wall.
It's one fine catch.
Pena goes again, and Bregman sends this one to left. Raley going back on it. He's at the wall again, and this one he'll watch. A 2-run home run. Alex Bregman hits number 5 on the season and turns a deficit into a lead. It's 2-1 Astros.
Got ourselves a Breggy bomb here in the Northwest.
Wasn't sure with that graphic we showed on the Pena home run whether that would carry out or not, but he got enough of that one.
That could all go away with a base hit or more. Right there, off the glove of Abreu. On the move as Bliss. Manny will stop him right there. Josh Rojas rings the bell with an RBI double to tie his baby up at 2-2.
Josh Rojas continues to swing a hot bat, and he's thinking second base right there. Ryan Bliss, he's not stopping either. And not only do the Mariners tie it up, but they put themselves in scoring position at second and third as well.
Slow roller. Mariners have the lead. Bus thrown away. Julio's going to move on. The second run will score Rojas. And the Mariners have rallied here in the eighth inning. It's 4-2 Seattle.
Bregman, no chance for Ryan at home, so he decides to throw it to first. Julio already passed the bag. Abreu can't do anything on the throw. And the Mariners pick up another insurance run as well.
2-1. This will have rallied to beat the Houston Astros 4-2 to take the first 2 games in this series. The first place Mariners are now 30-26.
Seattle and Houston play the third of the 4-game set tonight at 6:40. It's on Root Sports Northwest. While Seattle was coming back to beat Houston, the rest of the division was also winning last night. Texas remains 3.5 games back of the Mariners after a 4-2 win over Arizona. Oakland blanked Tampa Bay 3-0. The Angels edged the Yankees 4-3. The Seattle Kraken hired from within for its new head coach. Kraken general manager Ron Francis announced yesterday that Dan Bylsma, the current head coach of the Kraken's AHL team in Coachella, will replace Dave Haxtell on the NHL level.
This is an exciting day for the Seattle Kraken and an important day not only as we head into next season but beyond. Along with Sam and our ownership group, we continue to take steps to try and improve and build a championship franchise for our fans in the great city of Seattle. Obviously, a big part of that is hiring the right head coach, and we did a thorough search, interviewed a lot of quality candidates who I have a lot of respect for, and ultimately made the decision that Dan was the right guy to lead us.
On behalf of my family, my wife Mary Beth is in the back of the room joining us today, and my son Brian. We're extremely excited and honored and privileged to be joining the Seattle Kraken organization, but this amazing city as well. and the amazing fan base that has already been established with the Kraken here in the first 3 years.
Bilesma still has work to do to coach Coachella as they're in the AHL Western Conference Finals against Milwaukee starting tonight. Bilesma also has plenty of coaching experience at the NHL level, having led the Pittsburgh Penguins to the Stanley Cup back in 2018. 28 days ago, Ed Nags began a 419-mile run between Wenatchee and Corvallis to raise awareness for mental health. Coach Nags made the final leg of his run yesterday, arriving at Trillium Family Services in Oregon after picking up a few friends along the way.
We're 1.3 miles away from Trillium, and we picked up 2 more guest runners. Of course, on the right, I guess, my left, Andy Adler, Dr. Adler from Trillium, who is a previous guest runner of about 3 days ago. Yeah. Something like that. So he's excited. And Andy also working at Trillium. Gonna go with us. He's got the GoPro going. So, and Heather kicked my butt this last 6. But we're gonna finish up. And here we go. We're almost done. Finally able to put a wrap on day 28 of the opening day run. Huge thank you to everyone at Trillium Family Services here in Corvallis. The reception at the end was very similar to what we had to start from Wenatchee 28 days ago. Can't thank everyone enough at Trillium, the students and staff. Great reception. And it was really fun to meet a lot of the students and just let them know that they really matter.
So far, Coach Nags has helped raise nearly $30,000 for only 7 seconds and the Trillium Family Service. With his run to donate, if you'd like to donate, go to openingdayrun.com. Well, speaking of opening day, we're just a couple of days away from a new season with Wenatchee Apple Sox baseball. Fans invited to meet the players and coaches tonight at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. Joel Norman extends an official invitation to FanFest.
Yeah, FanFest is a great event for our fans. It's free. It's your first opportunity to come out to the ballpark, just enjoy a nice evening here at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. And then after the players get done with batting practice, get a chance to meet them. And I know that's such a fun opportunity for fans of all ages. And the kids love to see the guys who are going to be their heroes in the summer, and our older fans love to see the guys who they need to keep track of over the course of the season as well.
FanFest with the Apple Sox is underway. Their season opener Friday against Port Angeles at 6:30. We'll have that live here on the NCWLIFE channel. That's Sports News. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Wednesday.
On the next edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, we'll talk about Stage Kids' production of Little Mermaid Junior. 2 of the cast members will be joining me, Nellie and Michaela. You're going to love to get to know these lovely young women and buy tickets to see Little Mermaid Junior right here at the America Performing Arts Center. We love local theater. Why? So much so? Because they're going to be on my show on the next edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more news from around North Central Washington, you can find us at ncwlife.com, on our social media channels, or on our mobile app for iPhone and Android. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. Email us at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us and have a great night.